Now we are going to color our printing plate with a marker. We're using water-based markers because they will transfer to paper when we print on the paper. If you used permanent markers, that would not work. You'll notice when you're coloring with the marker that it doesn't look the way it would if you were coloring on paper when you're coloring on styrofoam. It looks a lot more faded. However, the colors are still there. So you're going to want to color the whole thing carefully. I'm using just one color for this print just to show you guys how that looks. And once you're done, we will be printing it. Before we print, we're going to need to take a paper towel, either one that I've given you or one that you have, and you're going to turn a sink on at low and wet it quite a bit and then squeeze out any excess water. So it should be a damp, wet paper towel, but not dripping. You're going to take the wetted paper towel and wipe it up and down in the area that you're going to be placing the print. In this case, it's half of our paper. So the first half is the left half. So we're going to wet that paper thoroughly. And then you're going to take your styrofoam and place it down on that side. You're going to need to always be holding the styrofoam down with one hand while you press it down with the other. So make sure that it does not move or slide with one hand the entire time. I like to make sure that I go up and down until I know I've touched every part of the styrofoam. And then I go around the edges because any part you don't touch down to the paper will not print. And then voila! There is your print. You can see the plate, you can see the print. The color has transferred. After you are done with it, you're going to need to wash the color off because even though it doesn't look like there's any color there still, it's in there. And then you're going to need to dry it off with a different paper towel, okay, or something that you can dry it with. So you're going to need to dry it off completely because you're going to be coloring it again so that you can make another print. I've sped up so you don't need to see me color this entire one. This time I'm going to use multiple colors and I'm going to be coloring inside of the shapes like the dinosaur, the tree, the sky, etc. The same process goes for this one. I'm going to use the wetted paper towel to wipe down the right side now of the paper. And the paper towel is still pretty wet, so I didn't even have to put more water into it. Then you will lay down the printing plate and use one hand to hold it down very securely while you use the other hand to press up and down and make sure you make contact with every part of the styrofoam down on the paper. Any part that doesn't make contact, you'll notice it will be lighter. Sometimes it won't even have transferred the marker. So you really need to make contact in every part. You never know what you're going to get when you pull it up. Sometimes you might get something you don't like so much. And in this case, I really liked this one. I decided to start playing around a little bit with coloring after doing one that was all one color and then one that was the color inside the shapes. I decided to try some different things like having stripes in one and then another one just kind of coloring it in all different ways. And so that's the fun thing about printmaking is that you can keep experimenting and keep trying, and maybe you have a print that doesn't work out so well, you have another chance the next time. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to make.